Uh-huh.
They know what time it might be.
I think it's Friday again.
It is Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gentleman's Corner. I like saying that.
Do you like saying that?
I do. I think it sounds nice and eloquent. Know what I'm talking about?
I do. I still ain't got nothing going here. Check yours, bro. So we can go ahead and get on.
Yeah, you guys, we started.
Hmm?
Yeah, we started.
Yeah, we good. I'm just looking forward so I can share start and watch party, bro.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing over here.
You gotta refresh it, brother.
I did twice, bro. Yeah, but we here though.
We got the biscuits, by the way, the tea biscuits, by the way. In case you're wondering,
the biscuits are a bomb.
like, what are you guys doing?
They're actual tea biscuits.
Actual tea biscuits, like they're designed to I don't know, assist your taste buds while you're sipping tea.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
what it's about here.
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what it's about.
It's about sipping tea. It's
tea.
It's about sipping tea on a Friday with the Gentleman's Corner. That's what time it is.
I think that's the perfect time. Let me get my tea real swift.
I got my tea in my cup. It's a Dunkin' Donuts cup, but this ain't no Dunkin' Donuts shit.
No, it's not no Dunkin' Donuts shit around here.
This is home brewed, baby. You know what time it is. So we got some topics for y'all today, like always.
First off, how was your week, brother?
All the fucking ways.
How was your week, brother?
My week was good, bro. Well, kind of good. I was sick for a little while.
Oh, you was under the weather?
I was a little under the weather, but I'm coming back from it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking coming back.
See, it doesn't it feel like as an adult, it feels like when you get sick, it's like the sick time is kind of shorter, but you know what I'm saying, while you're sick, that shit like hits 10 times more deeper. Like when you was younger, you're like, oh man, I'm sick, it's whatever. Now it's like recovering from when you're sick is like take days, sometimes like even a week.
For real. You get sick when you're old, it's like a fucking death sentence, bro.
Facts.
It's insane.
So, yeah, pardon us, you know, we always got to do our sharing and shit like that.
I'm trying to see these real quick, but it won't let me because this thing's in the way.
Yeah, you got to move that, brother.
I don't know. I'm trying, but it shouldn't go nowhere.
So basically, the Gentleman's Corner, for anybody who doesn't know, is a show that goes and talks about, you know, a plethora of topics, you know, from a man's point of view. And, you know, the Gentleman's Corner definitely has a lot to talk about today. Mm-hmm. Today is definitely, you know, but like I said, we're just sharing right now, you know what I'm saying? It's episode 6.
Damn, we had 6 already, bro?
Yeah, the connection, man. The connection. I definitely see it when you're first starting off certain, you know what I'm saying, certain things.
Yo, Zoe, you know I always gotta have my crackers, bro. Always.
It's always good to see where it goes.
Gotta have the eating crackers on the show, bro.
You already know how that go.
Yeah, boy.
All I need is some
now
Kool-Aid
I can see my comments, dog. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you
hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank you, the viewer. You know, because without y'all, you know, we're just a bunch of men talking about men topics.
So fucking, I finally got that shit fixed. So we can just go on and get right the fuck on with it, bro.
Let's do it.
What you wanna talk about first, bro? Because we got some shit.
We definitely got some shit going on. Basically, it's like this, right? All right, so, you know, during the week, you know, you live your regular life and stuff like that, and, you know, the people that listen and, you know what I'm saying, watch the show, come up with certain ideas. And a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying, my boy Izzy, he had asked me a question that I felt was interesting.
Yep.
Would you date or would you date/fuck a midget? Would you fuck a midget? Would you fuck a midget? Let's say your girl gave you the green light or whatever.
Well, I'm not worried about all that shit. I'm just fucking. So we're talking about would I date or fuck a midget?
Yes. Which one? Or if any, if any, if any, cause
Like, yeah, why not? I mean, I guess, yeah. Just because they're small doesn't mean fucking.
So you just gonna go for it?
Unless they're like that fucking like. Excuse me, but unless they're like that deformed kind of midget.
What? Like that. Well, what was it? Scream 2 when he had when he had the hand, he put it in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want shit like that. But so does it have to have that distinction?
Yeah, if it has that, I don't think I would. Cause then she'd be gripping it with her wrist.
What if she smacks you with it? It just hits you right in the side of the face. And just hit her.
Strong hand.
And it's like she's like tapping the bottle.
Tap the bottle before you drink it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and say yes, unless she was. Unless she was deformed. What about you? What about you? Would you date a midget? Go there first.
Would I date a midget?
Because that's commitment with a midget. Hey, no disrespect for the midgets out there. We ain't making fun.
No disrespect. Listen, I most certainly probably would date a midget.
You would?
Yeah, I would. And the thing is too, right? A midget can have like a regular size fucking kid.
Like I know.
Yeah, they could. So it's like it's like that's not like a.
Just because they're midgets doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna have midget babies.
Yeah, basically.
What if they did have tiny babies? What if your babies came out and it was all like a fucking... Everybody was tiny but you.
Damn, so we had to
be upset?
I wouldn't, because then if I build a tiny house, I know that it's cool for all of us.
You could if you didn't want your kids or anything to touch shit, you could just like...
You
could just put them on normal things, like coffee tables.
And they, normal shit, like...
I'm going to leave it on the floor.
Put it right on the dresser.
Put it right there on the floor.
But I would.
Pick it up.
Yo, and you know what's funny, right? I seen this, what is it? Left cheek and right cheek.
What?
Yes, that's just a thing.
Wait, what? Say it again?
Their names, they're like two midget chicks, right? They rap or make music. Their name is Left Cheek, Right Cheek.
Shut up.
I bullshit you not.
These are real rapping artists?
I mean, they're not, I don't know how much they're getting paid a show. Or whatever, but I know that they done dropped a couple of little snippets.
How did they sound? Like that midget effect when they rap.
Yo, honestly, it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. It's kind of hard to explain. You kind of have to just like watch it.
It's not that show, right? Because
I don't know if they got a show.
I seen a show where there was like this midget rapper. It wasn't even all. I don't even think it was all about midget. As a matter of fact, it might have been because she was in the car talking. She's like, "I'm going to the studio with my producer," and then the producer pulled up in a Lambo, and this motherfucker was a midget too. I was like, "Hold on,
bro, you was watching a midget show."
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?" He's driving a regular ass car. I dropped that shit again.
Yes, you did.
This dude was driving a regular ass Lamborghini. And he was like 2 feet
I wonder
tall.
if he had to have like, you know what I'm saying, like pedals and shit like that to keep his, like, you know what I'm saying, got like a boosted seat or whatever.
They gotta push the pedals.
Push it up.
They gotta push the pedals up, bro.
You gotta pay money for that though. They gotta pay extra for that.
Well, they're on TV and they're rappers apparently for a living, so I'm sure that they fucking
be able to afford
to push their pedals up.
Their boosted seat accommodations.
Imagine if they got like. Imagine if that dude got like super drunk at the bar and he had to have his friend drive him home.
Oh no!
You can't.
First off, I'll be mad crunched up.
You can't fucking. You can't drive the dude's car because where you gonna put your knees? Your knees are gonna be up in your neck.
At that point, you kind of just have to take one for the team.
Drive with your hands.
It's like sleeping in a twin size bed.
Less than that.
You gotta make it work, brother.
Twin size beds for them are like normal beds.
Normal beds. It might even be a king bed.
Yeah.
Could be.
King ass bed.
A king ass regular size bed.
Just small people in it.
Just small. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good question though. So you're saying you would?
Yeah, because left cheek and right cheek, they kind of like you
seem to like left cheek and right cheek.
I do. If I could meet left cheek,
keep bringing these girls up.
Listen, left cheek and right cheek
are the cheeksters.
Listen, they're the cheeksters.
You want to get in them cheeks?
I mean, I would do a feature with him.
You want to get in between them cheeks?
I would do a feature with him. You know, have left cheek and right cheek on live. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, you wouldn't go live with left cheek and right cheek?
Nah, I'd go live with anybody.
Fair enough.
They wouldn't have to sit down. They could just stand right here in front of us.
We might have to get one of them.
They just stand right here. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be cool.
That'd be dope, right?
That'd be dope.
All right, enough with the midgets.
Enough with the midgets? What, you don't like midgets?
Nah, I feel like we're kind of being disrespectful. So, let's get on a different topic that's just as controversial. Let's get serious for a second, right?
I wish you had that, you like scratch.
What, the rapping midgets?
What is with you and rapping midgets? You must want to be on a track with a midget.
What else is a midget gonna do for a living?
Be a comedian?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that they would have to have. A career in something creative.
So we couldn't be like a manager at Petco?
No, hell no. You can't carry your dog out to you. He comes out riding your dog.
Why would he have to bring your dog out to use a manager? He could just have a regular sized person bring it. He's a manager.
Listen, if you're working at Petco and your midget boss was barking orders at you, bro, would you take him serious?
I mean, if he's cutting them checks.
Bro, can you help me out over here?
You didn't like drop like 8 things today.
Bro, I keep dropping the shit because all the shit's on my lap. I look like a real fucking weirdo. I don't give a fuck though. I'm good. Look, I'm good.
Riding around with the keyboard on his lap. You know what I'm talking about?
Not the gun, the keyboard.
You know what I'm talking
about? So let's talk about something real quick.
All right, now on a more serious note.
Yeah, for real, on a serious note, because we see this all the time. I just watched an article about somebody arguing about this. They were giving comedians hell for it. Gay rights, bro.
Yep.
Okay. What you feel about gay rights? You think that do you? It's kind of fucked up to say because I think there should be like gay rights is like, bro, gay people are people, bro.
But it's the same thing. I mean,
they're just gay. So what?
But it gets to the point where it's like this, right? I guess when you're talking about gay rights, you're talking about a whole bunch of experiences that gay people didn't have, that because they're gay, they was missed out on opportunities just because of their sexual orientation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's just like with black people, you know, I can speak on that because I am black. You know, we had the civil rights movement, and even though gay rights is not, I would not compare it to the gay rights movement to civil rights movement because as far as gay is concerned, is, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing that you can do, you know what I'm saying, to not, you know what I'm saying, be seen as black. You see what I'm saying? Black is something, even though people, you're born the way you're born, but it just gets to the point where
some
it's like,
gay people can't really hide being gay either, though. Like, you ever seen a gay person that you know is absolutely gay?
Yeah, but I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
But it just gets to the point as far as with the civil rights movement, I feel like the civil rights movement was just a little different. It was, you know, there's gay people that are in high places, and even before the gay rights was even introduced, there was always gay.
Gay people should be allowed wherever the fuck they want, bro.
But they are. Where are they not?
Yeah, now.
Where are they not?
No,
even before.
now.
But even before, I mean.
But they always get discriminated against, though.
Yeah, but you can't. There's nothing that you can do. Everybody gets discriminated against. You know.
Yeah, but
small
I feel
people
like
get discriminated against. Tall people get discriminated against. You know what I'm saying? Women get discriminated against.
Absolutely.
Black people get discriminated against. People with big noses.
I feel like a gay person would get judged before a woman would. Nowadays, I think.
You think a gay person would be judged before a woman?
Before a woman. I think a woman would get a job before a gay person would.
But it also like kind of really depends on the job, though. You know, there's certain jobs where, like, you have like a waitress. Like if you go to Hooters or something, and even though the grand scheme is anybody can work there, I guess, but they're not gonna hire.
Yeah, shit out, bro. What do you feel? How do you feel about male waiters at Hooters?
I feel like that would be just I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want to see it.
I think it's fucked up to say, but I think it's a slap in the mouth.
I think it is. It's a slap in the face.
It's kind of like that bar. I don't want to call it a bar. It's not a bar, but that restaurant is like a legal discrimination.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll hire a man, I guess, because I've seen it.
But it's profit wise.
But
if you hire and if you hire a man, he's probably going to be gay. And they have that because profit wise.
The one I seen, the guy wasn't gay.
How do you know?
Yo, I was watching Undercover Boss, right? It's a dope show. You know that show?
Yeah, it's like it's a show where the boss goes in as a worker.
As a worker, yeah. Bro, they had him go into Hooters, bro. This manager was disrespecting these chicks like a motherfucker, bro. In order for them, like, he was letting the girls go home early, and the only way they could go home early was if they could like scoop up beans off of like a plate with their mouth or some shit. Like, it was weird, bro. And he used to make the girls call him like certain shit and shit.
Oh, he's a perv. He's probably like one of them like people that's like, yo, send me a picture of your teeth. One of them weirdos.
Teeth.
He's weird, bro.
Teeth.
I guess. I didn't see, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so I got a story for you for being a creep, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably gonna hate me for bringing this up, right? All right, so I'll just say, I'll use it in a term of somebody, okay?
Yeah, somebody.
Somebody I know has a job, right? Where they work in. There's like an auditorium kind of thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously correct, because I'm saying it.
I'm like, yo, yeah.
There's like an auditorium thing, right?
Yep.
So let's just say you're standing on the stage of the auditorium. There's an office like in back, kind of, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in the back of the auditorium is a glass window with another office in it.
Okay.
So this guy works in one.
Yep.
And in the back one, this girl works in that one. So now they make sure that whatever's in the auditorium gets filmed, correct?
Yep.
So the girl was in the other office at one time and said the camera was turned on and noticed that the camera was zoomed in to the window all the way in the back auditorium, straight up on that window of where the woman sits.
Get out of here.
Yes, bro.
What? That's creep shit right there, bro. That's creep shit.
It's crazy, right?
Who? What? Like, why? Like,
why would you do that?
Why would you? That's what I'm saying. Like, what would be the grand scheme of you doing that? Like, why would you wanna?
Like, first off, you ain't even supposed to be doing that shit. You're supposed to be worried about everything else.
And you worried about some chick going to the bathroom? That's just some gross shit.
Well, she's
right
not going
there.
to the bathroom in her office.
Well,
that'd be weird.
That would be weird as fuck too. Yeah.
Like if she just sitting out of a chair, taking a piss.
She's got the bucket.
Chair.
She's got the bucket.
She's not allowed to take bathroom fucking breaks.
You don't want to put a bathroom inside of my office. I'm gonna make one.
But that I feel like is violating somebody's privacy, violating somebody's rights. Absolutely.
But what are you really doing in your own office though? I mean that you can't.
What?
Let others see, I guess. I don't know.
No, nothing. But the point is it's all the way in the back, and you don't have to film. You're not supposed to film that. That's like if you were sitting right here working in this room, and then you were in the room back, and then we're just responsible for what happens here, and then you come into my office and see that I got zoomed on you.
I mean, that definitely, I would look at it like, bro, what?
Exactly. What
are
the
we
fuck
doing
are you
here,
doing?
bro? Like, what
you know
the fuck, bro? Like, this is what we doing now? You over here on some peeping Tom shit? I feel like Tom just gets whoever's name is Tom, like, really gets the short end of the stick a lot of the time.
Tom from MySpace.
Like, peeping Tom, fucking Uncle Tom.
Yo, Tom really got shit on.
Yeah, he got shitted on, bro. Yep, even Tom and Jerry. Tom got shitted on.
Maybe somebody made a lot of bullshit Toms.
I think whoever did that, like Tom really fucked him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fucked him over or something. He probably owed him some money. And he was like, yo.
He was like, I'm going to put a bad name on this motherfucker for the rest of his life.
That's a fact. Everything you see is going to be Tom. That's fucked up.
So fucking, the gay rights thing though, man, I think the gays should have as many rights as anybody else, bro. They should be able to do anything anybody else does. Just like women should have rights to do anything that any fucking body else does.
I mean, the whole basis of it is definitely being to the point where you want to give people the equality that they so well deserve.
Have to give people have to give people equality. Okay, because let me ask you this: just because a person's gay, right?
Yep.
What the fuck does that matter to you? What does that change? Does your week and routine change, or does you go and smoking a blunt with your boys change because fucking Tom is fucking gay?
Nah, I mean, it definitely doesn't.
No, it doesn't. So who gives a fuck?
Definitely doesn't. I mean, I guess the grand scheme of things is
let people be whatever the fuck they want to be.
And that's part of understanding and having a communication.
The only shit I don't condone though.
What's good?
Is the I was watching this other video of a woman that she had a son, right? A little son. He was little. And she was telling him that he needed to wear dresses. He was telling him that he was a girl. He was telling him that, you have to play with girl things. You have to wear headbands. You have to have long hair. And the kid walked around with a towel on his head because his mother told him that he should have long hair. And I don't condone that if you need to force that on a child.
At the end of the day, it's like this, right? To choose your sexual orientation.
If your kid ends up becoming gay, if your kid ends up becoming trans, who cares? But let them find out that shit for themselves, bro.
My whole thing is like this, right? Like, I don't like when anyone tries to push an agenda on someone. It's like if we're sitting back and we're talking about it and we're telling our community about it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Our community wants to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking about like the hip hop community, you want to hear about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it's like you don't want me to go in your schools and be talking about how hip hop is the greatest genre, right?
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or go to your local radio station or your local news station or create cartoons and shit that's based upon having hip hop being everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely feel like when you're talking about being open and being gay, you should definitely be able to be whoever you want to be. But I just don't want you to just press it upon people well. And it's like this, right? Okay, so since we're talking about the gay rights, well, how do you feel about straight pride? Having like straight pride parades.
That's a tough one because then it comes off. Then it kind of comes off sexist at that point.
How?
I know it's weird, right? Because you should be allowed to have a straight parade because you're proud about being straight.
When you're saying straight pride, it's being like a female could be straight, a male could be straight.
That's kind of like if I like.
It's like we have black pride.
Yeah. Now, if I decided to go ahead and have a white pride.
How is that wrong? Plus, it's already happened.
It just looks that way.
You have Klan rallies, like not to go crazy with it,
I feel
you got certain organizations, gun rallies and shit like that, where the majority of their members are white and stuff like that. You have your pride. If you want to be proud to be that, whatever. As long as your pride doesn't interfere with my lifespan, as far as you're gonna get violent because of that. Nobody's going around here and killing somebody in the name of black pride.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or in the name of fucking straight pride. Nobody's going to be going around killing people because of that.
But you wouldn't feel some type of way if you seen it, though?
How would I?
If they announced on the news that there was going to be a white pride parade?
It would be, at the end of the day, would you feel like... I wouldn't feel away because if somebody else was to see black pride, would you know what I'm saying?
No,
or straight pride,
you feel I wouldn't, but I think you can't really...
Because if that's
I really
the case,
think you can't ask white people that because white people get defended. White people are fucking offended by everything.
Yeah, they're offended by words that they created.
Any type of race.
Yeah. Well, that's them. If you're gonna be sensitive, that's on you.
Most of them, not
They're gonna
always.
be sensitive in a box somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the day and age now where we want to communicate, and we want to talk about certain things.
You have to communicate.
We want to talk about it. So if we want to sit back and talk about it,
listen, you have to have gay friends.
Yes.
You have to have black friends. You have to have white friends. You have to have Asian friends. You have to have fucking Spanish friends. You have to have.
Listen, you gotta get the
bro.
best of both worlds, because think about it, it's like this, right?
You know how much shit you lose out on, bro?
This is what I'm saying though. Like, everybody has a different crowd of people, and plus that's one of the reasons why I like, me personally, and we was talking about this. I like stereotypes. I think stereotypes kind of set the precipice of what to expect from a person. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you're sitting back and you're talking about, you know, doing certain things, you know, I think it's good to be able to be like, all right, well, now I know how to approach that person based upon, you know, that stereotype.
True. Well said. So, bro, we have a new little segment, right?
Yes, this is the second week we're doing it.
It's called Would You Rather. Let's switch the screen to do some Would You Rather. Let's play the Would You Rather theme while we switch.
While we switch, okay.
All right. So this is our Would You Rather.
Yes.
So what we do here is pretty much the same shit we just do, but it's a little different, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking fun. That's all. So we try to take things that are stupid or funny.
Off the wall questions, if you rather.
And Would You Rather them is what we do.
That's what we do. So
let's get into Would You Rathers. You want to ask the first one?
Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Would you rather date someone you love or someone that loves you?
Damn, son.
That's
I would rather date somebody that loves me. I think I would get more of a feeling coming this way than I would that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some people, if you're like, let's just say you look at it from the opposite way.
Yep.
And you dating somebody you love, right? But they don't really love you like that. Your mind is always going to be like,
damn, why am I not good enough for this person?
Or what are they doing because they don't like me that much?
Maybe you just like, and at that point, I feel like, I feel like this, right?
Yeah.
I would rather have somebody who loves me, because then that would help me or make me love them. So it's like, it kind of would help me to the point where it's like, okay, well,
being in love would make you fall in love.
Yeah, and I think it'll be safer for me to love, because now you're not wondering like, okay, well, damn, that person doesn't love me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I feel like if somebody loved me and I already knew that, then I could just love them back. I don't have to worry about that. So I feel like that I would rather like that rather than having it the other way around. But
definitely, I'm with you on that one.
At the same time,
I wonder what somebody else thinks. What do you guys think? Would you rather date somebody you love?
Yep.
Or have somebody love you, and then you don't love them that much? Type them shits in the comments.
Or call in at 508-203-7768.
You know the deal. But I got another question for you, bro. Another Would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather eat shit that tastes like chocolate or eat chocolate that tastes like shit?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
So that's basically like somebody like took a shit and like, all the chocolate came out,
and it tastes just like
the chocolate.
But
he took
actual
his
shit.
But it's actual shit.
It's
or
actual
having
shit.
Like actual chocolate,
like a Snickers bar,
but it tastes like shit.
Tastes like it just came out of somebody's ass, but it's not shit.
But it's not shit though. That's probably a really good, awesome creation if you can have that, because you would have to have somebody who took a shit to know what shit tastes like.
Wow. yeah, very fucking true. Very fucking true.
That person would probably get a medal and $100 million.
So what do you say?
I'm probably gonna go with the eating the real chocolate.
I didn't expect that one.
And it just tastes like shit, and that I could just eat one bite of it like, oh fuck, that's just gross. Rather, if you did the other one, it tastes like chocolate. You ate shit though. So technically, you got the shit mouth. You got the yuck mouth. Technically, the yuck breath. What about you, brother?
I'm gonna go with eat the shit.
Oh, I knew it.
I knew it.
When you said that you didn't expect me to say the road chocolate, I kind of knew
I
was
gonna eat the shit.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna eat the shits. You see it with the shits.
Listen, while you're fucking struggling through that shit chocolate, I'm gonna be plowing through that chocolate shit, baby.
And while you're eating the whole thing, I'm just gonna eat one little bite, and you're gonna be eating the whole.
You're gonna try
shit.
it?
No, I'm not.
Try the shit?
I'm not. I'm talking about the chocolate. I'm not eating the whole chocolate bar. It tastes like shit, so I could just eat one little bite.
No. You have to eat it in entirety.
Well, whatever. You know, at least I know that it's not shit.
Cut corners, bro.
You know how I get down.
You always try to cut corners. What was the other shit you said?
I'm a hustler. I'm gonna create a serum.
Yeah, you were gonna create a serum. Anyways,
serum.
that has been fucking
that
our
has been,
segment.
Yes, has been Would You Rather. I feel like next
some
week,
good shit.
And we definitely get some good shit.
So we need to get back into something else, bro.
Yeah. So
we need to get back into something else, bro.
You work 40 hours a week, right?
Okay.
Work 40 hours a week, but your girl, you know, your wife, whatever, stays home with the kids, right?
Yep.
Who cleans?
Damn. Who cleans, huh?
Who cleans?
Oh boy.
I think that's a really good dilemma to have. But
I'm gonna go ahead and split it. I'm gonna say it's got to be split.
It's got to be split, huh?
You have to. All right, cause listen. If I'm the woman and I'm taking care of the kid, right? I'm not gonna expect the dude to come home and be picking up dirty diapers or all this other shit. But also, if you've been doing that shit, because taking care of a kid is clearly a full-time fucking job
too.
in itself.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? So if you come home, I also think that the dude needs to do his part also. Maybe you have to come home and do some dishes. Maybe you have to vacuum. Even that's a touchy one too, to vacuum. Because what if the kid was just putting them chocolate shits all over the fucking floor?
This is what I'm saying, though. You got the chocolate shits going. He got the mud butt, and he just around there with his diaper. But that's the 50-50 thing, because like you said, you know, you're working 40 hours a week, you know, or 40, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Yeah. And she's working, you know, countless hours, and it doesn't stop. She don't really get a break. You know, with work, you have a schedule. You know, with kids, it's kind of like, you know, you on the fly. Yeah.
So what if you came home and absolutely nothing was done?
Well, then that's when you got to start looking for a new girl. You got to start.
Damn, bro.
You got to start. You got to replace
Damn,
her,
she's
man.
there with your kids, bro.
Come on, man. Yeah, but everything's dirty. So what are you really doing? I mean, she's not cleaning them up. I mean, she's not cleaning anything up. What are you really doing?
So you talking about just packing up and leaving?
Talking about having
Straight
her
just leaving?
Having her packing her up and shipping her to boot camp. You can go to boot camp.
What if the house is under her name?
She's going to boot camp.
She's still going to boot camp.
She's going to boot camp. This boot camp status.
So there's no way for her to stay in the house.
Unless, wait, you know what? She could probably have her own little. But then, nah.
And then leaves you with the mess, though.
Oh, and then leaves me with the. Oh yeah, she definitely got to go. She's not. Yeah, we out. She got to go. Either that or, you know what I'm saying.
So what if you had to pick one or the other? There could be no 50-50. Who do you think would be more likely should clean, and cook and
cook? I mean, at the end of the day, a job is a job, right? You know, and I don't like to ever distinguish. Okay, well, you know, this job is more harder than that job, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
I think that when it comes to Because at the end of the day, it gets to the point where it's like at a certain age, kids kind of take care of themselves. So if you're talking about, you know, at the age where they can't,
like so many years though, bro.
I'm talking about when it, but I think that, you know, it depends because at that time, right, that goes along with the parenting. So and we both assist with that. So as the man, I come through and I tell the kids, listen, you do such and such, this such will happen. Eventually,
let's assume the kids are like 2 or 3 years old.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? That'll be still marginal.
2 or 3 years old is not going to go ahead and pick up a fucking mop bucket.
Nah, of course not. Well, you don't want that. But part of the thing is for them not to make the mess in the first place so that you have to mop anything up. So, you know,
good luck.
It's marginal. You know what I'm saying? Because not all kids is out there just going to be just making a whole bunch of messes and shit like that. You know? Like, kids make messes, like, you know what I'm saying? But they don't go over and above. Like, okay, well, we got to make a mess every fucking 5 minutes or whatever the case may be.
You just throw them in a playpen and keep them in there.
Keep them.
I think that if I absolutely had to pick,
I would
say the man.
The man has to clean?
Cook and clean.
I mean, I would want to cook and clean myself, but I feel like that would be part of the job. Because think about it.
I figured. I mean, it depends depending on what the job is, though.
It does, but I feel that it really wouldn't matter. Like, say
taking care of a baby would shit on a lot of jobs. Like stress wise is what I'm saying.
Well, it depends. Like if he's working maintenance is a hard job, especially if you're working residential maintenance. Like that shit is hard. Like any on call.
Yeah, unless you have
on call.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if you're working at McDonald's, you're standing up all day. You're dealing with customers.
Motherfucking McDonald's customers.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like this, right?
Yeah.
Even though you're taking care of the kid, and yes, you are, you still, after you put that kid down, you get to sit down. Like, we're making it seem like they're just all, like, the whole time that you're up, the kid is just out there, like, of course. We've even if you don't have kids, right? You babysitted or, you know what I'm saying, you got god kids or whatever the case may be, or, you know, you got kids.
Yeah.
So you know that you do have a lot of downtime when you're parenting. Yes, there's a lot of things that go into it, but for the most part, you do get your time, even though it's in the middle of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not having to deal with that when you're working. You know, and on top of that, it's like when you're working, you don't have no room for mistakes. You know, you make a mistake, you get fired. And if you're talking about taking care of them, the job in itself, being a provider is a job in itself. Just even going to work and having to balance the finances and, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a job in itself, too. So, yeah, you taking care of that, but you guys are both taking care of the household, and to take care of the household, right, you have to have money.
All right, so speaking of you packing up and leaving because of that, okay. So say you're in a relationship, right? So we'll go guy to girl, okay? Because we're fucking men, and this is the gentleman's club, corner. Oh my God. Didn't I do that the first time?
Yes, you did. Yes, the fuck.
Anyways, how long have we done this show? This is episode what?
This is episode 6.
I'm still saying that shit. Anyways, so you have a girl, right? You find out that your girl cheats on you, but she was like obliviated drunk, and she says that she's truly bottom of her heart sorry, and that it'll never happen again. What happens? What do? Do you leave or do you stay?
All right, so
let's get into that, because that is some shit.
And it definitely is some shit. For the simple fact is, it's like this, right? And this is strictly from a man's point of view. I definitely look at it from the standpoint of, you probably at that point would have to leave. I as much as you would want to work on it.
She said,
it doesn't matter what she said. It matters what she did. And it's just a lot of those things would come in your mind. Like, okay, well, while I was texting you, was you getting back shots? Or was you deep throating this dude while I was texting you?
Listen,
like,
it's sex. She's not going to give you details.
This is what I'm saying.
It's absolutely possible that she could have
This is what I'm saying.
Taking the dick down to the chest. You're
not gonna ever be able to get over that. That's always gonna be in your mind. So now when she doesn't answer the phone or whatever.
What if she said that she didn't like it?
Doesn't matter. She could say whatever she wants. The fact of the matter is, how come you answered my phone then? How come you was over there? How come it lasted that long? If you didn't like it, how come you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're yelling at me like I'm the fucking girl.
I'm not. I'm just saying this is
You're putting me on the witness stand.
You asked the question, so this is basically what a dude will be asking.
No, I feel you. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, okay, if you're in the audience, this is when. So say you're a female and you're listening to us talking about this. Your man is gonna be saying the same way that I just came at the camera. This is how he was gonna come at you. So if you have a complete sucker, he probably might. And I don't want to say it like, you can never ever forgive. And it's just when you're talking about actually cheating, as far as, especially, it's like you can kind of deal with her cheating.
She said she should know how to contain herself.
This is what I'm saying. I was just getting to that. Because
if you're having a couple drinks, right?
Yep.
Now you start to feel buzzed.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're starting to become flirty.
This is what I'm saying.
You should be able to contain that being flirty shit.
Yes.
Because then at that point it wouldn't lead to
no sexual orientation. Like it just gets to the point where it's like you can kind of even forgive if, she gives you an explanation of why she did it. Like, okay, well, not even just the drunk shit, but like if she cheated and she said, okay, well, you wasn't showing me the affection. You wasn't doing this. You wasn't doing that. Even though you'd be mad, that's something that you can probably forgive more than when she just says, oh, I was blackout drunk. Because now it's like, damn, girl, you just went out, didn't even have no freaking self-control at all. Anybody could just get you drunk and you can... So how can I ever be sure that it would never happen again if you got blackout drunk? Whereas if it was, the drunks was out of it, you could say, how could you stop? You could be like, okay, well, it could stop because you could give me affection, you could do this. There's certain things that you can do in order to stop that. But if she's getting blackout drunk, there's nothing you can stop her from doing from getting drunk. And getting, like, there's no explanation. She's not doing it because she's hurt or...
I'm going to say leave, too.
You would have to.
Absolutely.
It's just, it's hard to come back from the drunk part. If you come back from, like I said... If there was a reasoning, like I was doing some fucked up shit, or you felt as though I wasn't giving you enough attention, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? In that realm, you can, even though not everybody would. At some instances, you probably still would leave, but it would be easier to at least contemplate it rather than just being like you're just blackout drunk. Because now it's like there's nothing to stop you from ever doing that again. Because you're not gonna stop drinking unless you stop drinking. Unless she says that.
Why was she at a party in the first place?
Well, I don't like to ever restrict anybody, even if you're in a. It's like
you shouldn't have to say don't go to the party, but if you're in a relationship, something should go on in here that says,
nah, let me not go.
Maybe it's not a good idea to go to a fucking house party by myself.
Yeah,
with other guys.
That are drinking.
While my significant other is at home,
whatever he's doing. Yeah, probably at home.
Doing nothing. Just at home chilling.
Watching the game.
He's gonna be like, all right, cool.
I'm letting my girl do her thing,
and she's out there sucking and fucking.
Random dick sucks in a rental.
Why does it have to always be in a rental?
I feel like it's more raunchy if it's in a rental.
Yeah, because everybody gets fucking
plowed.
Everybody gets ripped
no
up.
Snowstorm.
Everybody gets fucking destroyed in a rental.
Because I feel like at a keg party, that's what you do. You get plowed.
What?
And like so if you have a hood party, you're getting trained.
What if okay, that happens, right?
Yep.
What if she's taken advantage of and it just happens? You know what I'm saying? Like almost I want to say. Just knowing deep down in here.
Somebody's fist was up her anal.
Like somebody was just destroying it.
That wouldn't really be her fault though. It would be
still be in your mind, would it?
It would be in my mind to the point where that person has to get touched. Like I would have to hurt that person.
Yeah, at that point. But what would you think about the chick?
It would be nothing. First off, it has nothing to do. Like there was nothing you could have done, other than not being at the party. Like we just said.
Hold on, I got something for you for that. Because I was just talking to you about the party. You said she shouldn't be at the fucking party.
She shouldn't be. Ladies and gentlemen,
no parties, baby.
No parties. Do you just see just all the stuff that comes along with going to the party where we can just come up with all these different assumptions and certain things can happen. Like we just said, God forbid you get touched and somebody rapes you. You get date raped.
Like Bill Cosby.
I don't want to use it.
I think date rape is such a weird term.
Yeah, because
you're in a date. That's what. Then you want to go on dates to have.
Yeah, true.
Sex.
True.
And that person just can't wait to see if there's gonna be a second date, and they're just like, bloop, pilling the cup, and then fucking rape.
You get
rape charge.
And then now it's like different too, because now the female just feels so violated. Like I know females who've been touched, and it just like even when they talk about, even when they don't talk about it, you could just feel it. Like it's just different. Even talking to them, even getting to that point to getting sexual, you know.
And she said, "But what if? But if she wasn't blacked out drunk?
What if she? Yeah, if she wasn't blackout drunk, then that would be.
Then she can help what's going on.
I mean,
yes and no. Haven't you got like so drunk that you don't? It's not that you don't control. Like you can't control. There's a certain part in your brain when you've had too much alcohol that says, I don't give a fuck what happens.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Like
I'll deal with that shit later on.
When you have like $20 in your pocket and you go and spend all that on wings.
Yeah.
Or $50 or $100. You spend
$100 on pizza.
You spend $100 on pizza and wings.
Damn, knowing that your electric bills due.
And that was for your electric bill, and you just spent it on some wings and pizza.
Because you were drunk as fuck.
Because you was drunk as fuck.
Yo,
and in your mind, you knew that you wanted that, you know, that $100. You were saving that $100, but at that point, it's like, who cares? So
it's like that. So it could be like that with a relationship too. You could be there, have no intentions of doing anything, but you have that one sip, and then it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Random dick suck.
Random dick suck. And now it's not even in the rental.
It's in the house.
It's in the house. On the couch.
Peruvian leather. See if I got that?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's fucking insane.
It is. It is.
So let's hit another topic, bro, because I got another question that I think you should ask these people, bro.
What's the word? Because I was thinking on the terms of like this, right?
All right. Let's hear it.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the sex, since we were talking about the sex thing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now you're in a relationship, right? And the sex is terrible. Like, not like mediocre, but like terrible.
The sex is like awful?
Like terrible.
Okay.
Like, is that enough for you to end it?
So if the sex is absolutely awful, should you end the relationship?
Absolutely awful. I feel like
how bad is awful?
I feel like terrible to the point where you
Can it be that awful?
I like me honestly. I don't know how awful it really could be, especially being a man. There's certain things you can do. So I'm talking about terrible to the point where you can't even get off. Like you can't finish, and you're just doing it well.
Doing it well. I think that all depends on the type of relationship you have.
Yep.
How long the relationship has been, and who you're in the relationship with.
Well, I feel like if you're like, you know what I'm saying, like if you're a person that's like you doing it for like a green card, I feel like you can't, you can't leave. If you need a green card or some shit.
If you need a green card, you gotta
stick it out, stick that shit out. But I feel like if you're like a regular citizen and shit like that, right?
Regular citizen.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so, like, and you got a partner who just is really, like, at that point, it would kind of depend on if you've tried. Like, how many times if you say, like, say if it's terrible, you try to, like, teach them and, and you try not to make it a point of that it annoys you and that it pisses you off.
Yeah.
But you still, it's still terrible. It's still... to the point where you don't even, like, every time you think about it, it just makes you want to, like, punch a fucking elephant in the face.
I was going to say midget.
I'll punch a midget in the face. Yeah, that actually would be
punch
pretty.
Punch the left cheek and right cheek.
That's domestic.
Punch that little bitch up. Uppercut her.
Yeah, it's just
some
like
video game shit. Watch it fly up in the air and shit.
Also.
Nah, though, I think that you... I think you stick it out.
I think you stick it out, but It depends. Like I said, if like say you have been sticking it out,
you're gonna end up leaving this person because the sex is bad.
Yep.
And then what? You're gonna go with somebody that the sex is great, and then they're gonna be fucking everybody else.
How do you know that though? How do you know that the person who's shitty's not fucking everybody else?
Because they suck.
Doesn't matter.
It's kind of like if
but
you're fucking...
but think about it. Like you stayed like at that
kind
point.
Of like if you're the shitty kid at kickball at school. And
but at that point, it's like okay, well, still somebody still would. So you stayed. So who's to say that somebody else wouldn't have that same mindset? Like, oh fuck it, you know. At least he's not fucking anybody else.
I'm sure they.
And it could be fucking 3 or 4 people, and that just be his ploy. He actually be really alright at sex, but he kind of does that just to keep the hoes around because they think that
keep the hoes around.
They think he's not fucking nobody else.
No, I don't know. I think you got to keep the relationship going.
I think you got to keep it going,
sex,
but
bro.
I feel like at that point, if you are really shitty, I feel like the partner would have to kind of like that's where the compromise comes in at. Like, okay, well, you know, you would have to do something to spice it up to that because at that point, it's like it's kind of like
I think teaching another person how would be too awkward.
But yeah, because that's what I'm saying. What if you tried to teach them and it just didn't work?
I couldn't. I don't think I could teach.
So then what happens? You just
I don't think I could be a sex teacher.
So do you just stay and just stick out the bad sex and it's just gonna stay terrible? It's never ever gonna get better. Can you honestly say?
How about if you teach them like
okay with that?
Yeah, I would say yeah. But what if you teach them like discreetly? Like throw on like fucking bangbros.com one time
and just basically like, oh wow, look at that. I love. Wow, that looks so cool.
Why don't you try that?
Hey babe, do you see that right there, babe? You see the way she's like going upside down with it? You would never want to try that, huh? Would you? You know what I'm saying? But,
maybe you could discreetly cheat. Cheat, Jesus. Teach.
And when you said that, there's somebody out there that's like, ding ding, he finally said like, something I can go with. Yes, at that point in time, you would have to that. But that kind of goes like, if you're really shitty in bed and you know that you're shitty, that could be something like, first off, having sex is part of your communication. You communicate with your body.
Is it over
so
after
it's like,
cheating, bro?
I mean, like I said, at that point,
because even though
if you're terrible,
my mistake.
If you're terrible, you could probably be like, okay, well, if you just have that, like that's like for me and for the average person, because the average person is not that terrible at sex to the point where they're thinking about leaving them. It may not be up to their standards, or maybe they've had better. We've all had that. Like to the point where it's like, I mean, come on.
No,
I
feel you.
This is to say that
100%.
you're not gonna ask your girl like, okay, was I better than all your exes? And if she says no, you're kind of like
punch her in the mouth, bro.
It could possibly feasibly happen.
That's when a woman gets hit. If you ask that question and the answer is no,
and it's brutal no, like, and then she starts laughing like fuck no, and just laughs in your face like that.
Hell no. What's wrong with you?
That's the type where I have to chop you in your throat. I think that has to happen.
If she cheats or if you cheat. You think if somebody cheats that you can come back from that? You think a relationship can continue?
I think it could. But like I said, it all depends on variables.
So if you're with somebody right now, let's say let's do this. 6 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They cheat.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Willingly cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going out tonight to fucking suck a dick.
Mm-hmm.
They know it. They're looking at you before they leave the house. Back of their mind, they're like, I'm gonna go fucking chest deep in this dick.
Chest deep. Chest deep.
What, can you come back from a relationship once that happens?
I think that it's a possibility, but I feel like if it does happen, that kind of would be like, when you talk about like the sucker, that kind of would be like the sucker. Like, because at that point in time, you're just normally doing it. Now it's like you kind of, a part of you kind of still would probably maybe want to know, like, okay, why did you do it?
I think it doesn't fix.
I think it's just, like that would just be like extremely hard, because now it's like, damn, you didn't even try to communicate with me. It's not like you talked to me 100 times and you love me, but it's just you just went out and just sucked a you just did a random dick suck.
RDS.
Yeah, it's RDSing it around town
all day
long, and
yeah.
And then at that point in time too, it's kind of like it's fucked up, because now she's sucking randoms. The randoms even may know you, so when you're out in public, they're looking at you like, yo, your bitch just sucked me off. and I see you on Facebook kissing that bitch. And that all in her lips.
Relationship is over at that point.
It's donezo. And on top of that, she's over. She would be done with my life. I would have to kick her out of my life.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There would be no friendship.
Oh no. We're not on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, it's just so you can see me fuck all of your friends.
Oh my god.
All of them.
Everyone.
All of them.
I'm gonna be like a hitman for your friends.
Oh yeah.
All day.
They gotta pay for this dick.
Oh, and they gotta pay.
Oh, they gotta pay for the dick.
You're the man.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
You're getting revenge and making money at the same time.
It's revenge money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use it so I can buy another chick a ring.
Oh my god, bro.
You already know.
All this hoeing money from these RDSs that
all
I've been
these
getting.
RDSs that I'm getting.
So let's ask one more before we
right,
cut
brother.
out.
Go ahead, brother. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Does it matter to you? This is kind of like a question.
Uh-huh.
Does it matter to you if, let's just say you're getting into it with your girl.
Yep.
She takes her top off, right?
Yeah.
She got like this nice ass undergarment on under there. Undergarment like it's 1800s.
That's right. Like, yeah, undergarments. This is what we doing
her
now?
fucking girdle looks great. You know what I'm saying? So she takes that off. It looks dope. You pull down the pants.
Yep.
Grannies.
Woo.
What if it's like not matching or it's not up to par? Do you think it matters if they're
No.
Definitely not.
I don't think that shit matters at all.
Me neither.
Wouldn't give a fuck. Wouldn't even care. Shorty had on some granny panties and that box was fire. Like, he was like, oh my goodness.
What if she pulled her pants down and she was wearing like the grannies up to the neck type shit?
At that point in time, I probably would know, like, yo, that pussy's marinating in there.
Marinating?
It's marinating. It's because she got the crock pot on. That's it, you know what I'm saying?
It's keeping it warm from the titties down.
Then you go in it, and it's just like some of the best sex you ever had. It's like the opposite of what we just talking about. Yeah. And you're like, whoa, that shit is like so fucking like that.
So you think granny panties make for great sex?
It could be, yeah. Could be, because think about it. And you got to be that's a bold ass statement to just be rocking some grannies. That's like me coming out and I got some tighty whities on. A bitch might look at me like, I don't even know if I want this dick.
How many guys do you think wear those?
Guys,
how many of you guys wear the tighties?
The tighties. I feel like wearing the tighties was just like, I feel like, you know, it's like just like that's like the question that you asked. Like, how old was you when you gave up the tighties?
Oh,
how old was you?
Probably little.
I think I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, probably some shit like that.
Soon as they started to make boxes that was my size.
I'm in them shits.
I was in them, and I never liked it. I didn't start wearing briefs until like older, because somebody bought it for me on like for Christmas by mistake.
Yeah, and then you were like, "Whoa, these are dope."
Yeah, but then I didn't like them. Nah,
you don't like them?
Nah, because they're too tight. They tight.
Yeah,
they like, I don't know. That's just not. That's for me. That's just uncomfortable.
So silk boxes for you.
Silk boxes in somebody's mother's hamper.
You're not playing today, bro.
Listen, man. Gotta go with your gut.
This
is Gentleman's Corner, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do.
At that point, bro, that's fucking crazy.
This is Gentleman's Corner.
This guy went from granny panties to his panties in somebody's mom's house.
My boxes, you know, you shouldn't have.
Holy Christ.
You know how we got it. You know how we give it up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of that, like, would a man be considered a hoe if he gave it up on a first date?
Nope.
No? Not a hoe?
Listen, guys rape girls. That's pre-date.
I feel like that's the ratio to that is
slim, very low.
Yeah.
But it's there. Pre-date sex is what we now call rape.
Pre-date sex.
Pre-date sex.
So if you had sex with your woman, right? Pre-date.
Before she was my woman.
Yeah.
Rape.
You raped her. So there's no gray area for you. It's just.
We're going down a dark hole.
Straight dark. It's just black.
This shit off. This shit has been the Gentleman's Corner. I'm your boy, been fun. Colors.
I'm your boy, Floyd Maxwell. And this is Fame Radio, and we.
Yo, our endings are fucking trash. We're out. Get out of here.
Listen,
Get the fuck out.